So today we're going to delve a little bit into one of the chapters of my new book, Choose Happiness. And the title of the chapter is called Try Something New. Now, it's not always easy to try something new, especially as an adult. I feel like when we're kids, we're like, hey, I'll try this. Hey, I'll try that. I'll see what I like. But then as we get older, we stop ourselves because we think, oh, I don't want to look foolish, or, oh, it's going to be hard, or I don't want to take the time it's going to take to really master something if we can't get it on the first try. But doing new things is so important to our happiness, physically, mentally, and spiritually. I'm currently listening to Sanjay Gupta's book, Keep Sharp, about how to keep our brains healthy as we age. And he talks a lot about how it's the trying new things, whether we're good at it or not, is what really helps to keep our brains elastic and resilient. And that's so important. So to encourage you, I thought I'd share a little story of something that happened to me recently when I tried something new. So about 12 or 13 years ago, when my kids were learning how to ice skate, I said to myself, I've never done that. I really want to do that. And then I didn't. And years went by, and I kept thinking about it and figuring out how I was going to do it, and I still never did it. And then right before we moved here, a sporting goods store in Boston was going out of business. And so we got a pair of ice skates for me for a really low price. And I was like, this is it. I'm going to do it. I still didn't do it. I think what held me back, even though I had these great intentions, was I really didn't want to look like a fool as a grown woman trying to learn how to ice skate, which seems so silly, but I was kind of picturing myself in like this beginner's class with 7-year-olds and just how silly I would feel. So anyway, we moved here to Colorado and I got the idea again, and there was actually a skating rink that gave lessons right near our house. So I gave him a call and I was like, I'd like to take some private lessons so I'm not, in the class with the kids. And they never got back to me and I didn't pursue it anymore. And I kind of let that fear just take over. And I still never tried it. The brand new skates were in their box. And so some more years went by and my kids would go skating. And I always thought, oh, it's really something I want to do. My son started working at the local ice rink, which is such a great place. And he said, you gotta come. And I was like, oh, I'd love to. And then I had a back injury and a surgery and PT. And then I had an Achilles injury. And there was always something in the way of me finally crossing off this item on my bucket list. So then COVID hit last year. And if there's one thing I learned from last year, it's that we never know what's coming. And if it's something we want to do, we have to do it now while we can. So this year, on January 1st, I laced up my ice skates and off to the ice rink we went. My son was working, my husband and my daughter came with me, and at first I just held onto the wall for all I was worth. I was just going really slowly, holding onto the wall, turning around, going back against the wall, getting my feel. I'm like, okay, I've done it. This is great. And my daughter goes, let go of the wall. And I was like, no, I don't think so. She's like, come on, you can do it. I was like, not gonna happen. She's like, well, I'll hold your hand. I'm like, okay, fine. And by the way, we were outside and everybody was masked, so it was perfectly safe. So we're holding hands and I'm going around the rink. It's feeling a little bit better. I'm like, okay, look at this. I'm doing it. Great. I did it. Fabulous. Then my daughter said, okay, I'm going to let go. And I was like, no, you can't let go. She's like, it's okay. I'm right here. My husband was right behind me. It's going to be fine. So I was like, okay. So I let go of her hand and I started skating on my own for the first time. There I was skating. I was doing it. I made it once around the rink. I made it a second time around the rink. And I started going a third time around the rink. And I was like, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing the thing I've wanted to do for so many years. I was so happy and so proud of myself. And I also kept thinking, this is so good for my brain synapses. So you can see at the end here a video of me doing my skating. And it was just one of those really amazing moments of my life where I really wanted to do something. I didn't let fear or trepidation get in my way. I just did it. So pretty soon after my ankles gave out and I stopped, but I can't wait to go back. So just, if there's something you've always wanted to do, just do it. Who cares how you look? It doesn't matter. Just try. It's good for your brain. It's good for your heart. It's good for your soul. And it's really, really good for your happiness. So if you want to comment on this video of something new that you've tried, please do. And we'll see you next time. Choose happiness. Balls on my feet. Balls on my feet. Oh, you're doing it. Balls on my feet. Balls on my feet. Yep.